Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast, all the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. And from time to time, some poddies stop by. And I always love it when somebody stops by that, like, I've had conversations with them before, and it's like, oh, hey, it's you. And you kind of get, for us, we get to put a face with the name. And today, Bub has stopped by. Now, Bub was somebody I met a while ago. We were emailing back and forth. And one of the news opens that we have is basically... derived from your nickname that they gave you in the Air Force, which was what?
Yep, Bub.
Yeah, and I'm like, where does that even come from? And you were telling me it was from that viral guy, the woo woo, then the whistle go woo woo, and I actually made that. I went and looked at it. I made it into one of our news opens based on that conversation. So what brings you to Nashville today, Bob?
So we're actually just here visiting family, so this is where we're from.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
That's cool. Where are you at now?
Abilene, Texas.
Oh, okay. So that's a little bit. So you're just in town, just do a
town
little
visiting
visit.
Family.
Nice. That's nice. Now, Bub is a member of the military in the Air Force, the best branch, if you ask my wife.
Amen to that.
Yep.
And Gavin, his dad, is
dad.
from the Air Force, too. What do you do in the Air Force?
I'm a B1 weapon systems officer.
Nice. Now, I don't. It just sounds cool, like
It's
on
so
a
much
business
better
card.
Than, better
Do you
than
know
producer.
Bob from Top Gun 2?
Yes, Bob.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
No, really?
But not on F-18s.
Okay,
on
but,
B1s.
but you're in the B1. You're
Yes.
in the plane.
Yeah.
That's so dope, Bub. Holy
cool.
cow. That's amazing. Okay, and so you're the guy that like has to deal with weapons and stuff like that.
Yes.
That's amazing. Now,
Wait. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I've been lost in all of this.
Yeah.
Bub, when you watch, I'm sorry, I have a hard time calling you Bub.
I love it.
It sounds,
You gotta-
it's
you gotta-
odd to
you
me.
got to be a guy.
embrace.
Can
you
I-
have to get used to
Can I
it.
just
Yeah.
call you Chris or Christopher?
Oh, so weird.
Bub was a lot easier.
Yeah, go with Bub.
I'll go with Christopher.
No.
So Christopher, when you watch movies like Top Gun, do you kind of roll your eyes at times like, oh, that's not realistic, or oh, Tom Cruise, get a life type thing?
A little bit.
Okay.
But it's a lot of fun.
All right.
What's unrealistic about it? The fact that Tom Cruise is 62 years old and still trying to prove that.
Well, that is unrealistic, yes. No, there's a lot of factual stuff that's in there. Stuff that's really close, but then they embellish it.
Because they work with the Navy and they
Yeah.
try to keep things, but you still have
So,
to tell a story and stuff.
Top Gun and Top Gun 2 did a really, really good job of telling the story in an accurate way.
The
good to
flight
know.
scenes are amazing.
Yeah, well, they were flying in it.
Yeah.
They were flying in Hornets doing that.
That is crazy.
Have you seen a movie called
Iron Eagle?
Iron Eagle, there he is.
I have not seen it.
No, that's your homework. No, that is your
don't do
stinking
it.
homework.
I need to watch it. I got to find a way to watch it.
No, it's so bad,
Look.
Christopher. It's a bad movie.
I know.
I will never get that hour and a half of my life
That's
back.
what's supposed to make it good. though.
Yes, I know
Oh,
it's
no.
horrible.
Yes.
I know it's horrible.
But that's
there's
the kind of
something-
stuff I want to watch.
Exactly. You will love it.
I don't want it to be accurate.
No.
I live accurate. I don't want to live. I don't want to watch accurate.
Well,
Okay,
then,
so
well,
how-
then I'm giving my advice to his wife,
Yeah.
Amy. Don't
Sit
waste
it
your
out.
time.
Yeah.
skip it.
You and your brother watch it. You'll
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
Okay, so now you end up flying in a B-1, you said. So the B-1 bomber, right?
Yes.
Is it, okay, so that's a bomber. So how many people are on the crew in that?
4.
4 people in the
Really?
crew. You have
Okay.
pilot, co-pilot, weepens, and an engineer?
No.
Or what
so
do you
it's
have?
2 weapon systems officer and 2 pilots.
Oh, really? Okay. So you have 2 guys doing what you do.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, now what? I don't know what you can and cannot say. I'm always fascinated
I'll
by
give you the
people's
Wikipedia
jobs.
version.
I'm always fascinated by people's jobs. So this is a high altitude bomber.
We don't like to be high altitude.
You don't?
No.
Okay, you want to be low.
The B1 likes to be low.
It does. Okay, so what's the high altitude one?
B2s.
B2s. Okay, so
and
you're
the
one
B-52.
better. Oh yeah, they still use that?
Oh yeah.
Holy moly, that's crazy.
Isn't that the name of the band?
B-52s, yeah.
It is the name of a band.
Now is the B1 the one that kind of looks stealthy too, or
kind of. So
yeah?
My wife's got one on
Let me
her
see.
shirt. That's.
Oh
it's a-
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's the only swing wing bomber in the free world.
Okay, so your wings can go back to delta position type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then like the other one is that flying wing. That's the
That's
B2.
the B2.
Okay, so then you've got 4 guys crammed in this plane. How long have you been doing this?
15 years.
Okay, now did you want to be a pilot initially, or like how do you
Initially,
get
yeah.
your seat there? And like instead of being the pilot, like what happens to put you in
So,
that seat?
I wanted to be a pilot, but then when we put down like what we wanted to do, I was like, well, maybe I'll put down nav just in case.
Yeah.
Turns out that's what I got to do.
Okay.
And then got in the B1. The B1's really very Wizzo centric. So pilots drive you there. We are more integrated now than we used to be. But at the time when I got in there, it was very Wizzo-centric. So it was a lot for me to do, which was a blast.
Yeah.
So I've always had a lot of fun doing it.
Okay, and so it's interesting too because you wear glasses.
Yes.
Like I wanted to be a pilot when I wanted to join ROTC and I wanted to fly when I was a kid.
That's exactly what I did.
So I go and I talk to someone from ROTC and they go, okay, you're wearing glasses, your eyesight's not good. Oh, and you're colorblind. They're like, well, guess what? You're never going to fly.
The color blindness is what would get you out.
100%. Yeah, they're like, yeah, you can't fly. And
we have a lot of red and green.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And like I would just be shooting at everything too. Like so, like I would not be good in your seat at all. I'd be like, oh, that looks close. Hit the button.
Yeah.
You know, like when I play Call of Duty, I play like free for all, so that anything that moves, I shoot it.
Oh, there you go.
Because I can't tell the colors and the teams. You know, so I would be the world's worst at your job. But then like, so you then, do you go through the same training and everything as the pilots do?
No,
or is it a little different?
It's separate for the most part. We focus on navigation, so navigation, timing, a lot of other stuff that we do. So not so much what you call the hand skills, the stick and rudder skills.
Sure.
So we don't do that. We just do everything else. So radar interpretation, essentially like looking at a chart and going, I've been going this fast at this heading for this time, where am I now?
Do you have a computer, or can you also have to do it by math in your head?
So in training, we were doing this just by looking at your watch and going, all right, I've been doing this. This is where I think I'm at.
Yeah.
But now in the jet, we have a computer.
Okay, but you have to be able to, in case that system goes down, you got to be able to do it the other way.
If you lose your system, doing it
because that would happen
right
in Top Gun. See, that would happen in Top Gun. A system would go down, and you then have to go back to your training.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that.
It's a lot of fun.
Now, Bub, you brought us these patches. I love getting patches from people that actually do things with their lives, so I get to kind of be like that. And so I have a couple like from different firefighters and first responders on times that I have gone and
as a
served
first responder, right?
As an amateur first responder, yeah. And so I've gotten some of those. I have a flag that was flown in like in Iraq, which was a really cool gift.
Good.
So I love this stuff. So Betty had asked you, what is the significance of the patch?
So there's a lot of history to the patch itself, and I don't know that off the top of my head. I should. Hopefully nobody from my squadron's listening, because that would be really bad for me. But so that's the patch that we wear on our uniforms. It's the 28th Bomb Squadron. We're the B1 formal training unit. So we teach everybody that's coming into the B1, we teach them how to be a B1 aviator.
Okay, well, that is fantastic. Like I love unusual jobs, and especially ones that actually protect our country and our freedom. So good on you, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate what you do for a living. I always feel weird saying thank you for your service. It feels like cliche, but I really do appreciate what you do.
Y'all don't realize how much I know. Other listeners like myself, we definitely appreciate what y'all do. Because you're here, you're doing this, and you're not letting what we do affect. In a good way, affect what you do. So it's a constant.
Okay, well, there you go. So I'm
definitely
kind of
appreciate it.
That's cool. I'm kind of your hero. That's
great.
great.
You're doing your job.
Yeah, see, I'm his hero. I'm the wind beneath the B1 guy's wings.
I know, Christopher, you meant well, but we will never hear the end of this, ever.
Good.
That is so good. Well, dude, if you want to hang out for a little bit, we're going to do our Aftercast here, and I really appreciate you guys coming by. Or you need to go see family now? Do you need to?
We're all right. We can hang out.
Okay, cool. I love it. All right, so we're going to get to a couple of the little things that we didn't get to on the show today. Candace Cameron, okay, you know her. She's in some Hallmark movies, was on Full House, and is kind of like the female Kirk Cameron inside of the faith.
Aren't they related?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she literally is.
She literally is the female Kirk Cameron. Because people look at her and they're like, oh, that's a great Christian lady. Mm-hmm. Well, I've got news for you. Yes. The shine has come off of this rose a little bit here. No, I'm just kidding about that. But no, there actually was something really serious with her that I think is interesting that she didn't really talk about it during it. But she says that her eldest son, Levi, actually helped save her marriage. Because, again, people judge everything. And so if Candace Cameron Bure is like the quintessential poster woman for Christianity, if she's like, oh, yeah, my marriage is falling apart, and it does fall apart, then people go, well, what hope do I have? And then they judge that and everything like that. But it's really interesting that she says that she and her husband had hit a really rough patch in 2020, and she says it was going south quickly. And she even admitted, she's like, I didn't think we were going to make it through that. And a lot of marriages face that. Sometimes you have that decision where you're either going to stick in it and you're going to fight for it and you're going to overcome some of the stuff, or it goes away. And there's no judgment either way on this with me, because I know things happen. But I love that she explained that it was Lev, who was the one that helped her. And he said, I haven't, and this is crazy too, because he's younger, and he's like, I haven't been married. I'm just a young kid, so it's probably too hard to take marriage advice from somebody young who's never experienced it before. But I don't need to be married to know what the Word of God says. She says he looked us straight in the eye individually and asked me, he said, have you done everything you can? Is there one more step of grace that you can offer? Is there one more act of kindness that you can give that you could use to try to reconcile? And like from a younger person, that's really great advice, honestly.
How old is he?
I don't know at the time. I think he was in his late 20s maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that, and she says, her husband and her both, when they walked away from that conversation, they kind of looked at each other and were like, wow, we raised some pretty good kids. Mm-hmm. Maybe we need to go back and do the work here in our marriage.
That's cool.
It'll be interesting to see if they incorporate that into her next Hallmark film, because you never see that going, because it's
always perfection.
Ready and waiting to leave that lawyer boyfriend in the big city to go with the Christmas tree farm guy. Yeah. Or the cookie baker guy. I don't know. But if you tell him, give it one last try.
That's right. Yeah, I actually, because I've been married for, 33 years. We'll just go around the room. So, Gavin, what was the time that you thought your marriage was going to end? Then we'll get to Bub and his wife in just a second. No. Gavin's like awkward. That got silent quick. I was just kidding. You don't have to say anything, Gavin.
No, I'm good.
Oh, geez.
It might have been the time when you were caught wearing the ring that Wally made for you
as your wedding ring.
That would have been
say the question
for something.
again.
What was the time you thought your marriage was over? I was actually just kidding.
No, I know.
Because you're way too newly married for that.
Oh no, give me like 3 more years. And maybe I'll have a story.
Yeah. No, I'm
just kidding about that one.
I never came.
I will say, I got you had asked the question, and she sent a text right as you did.
Your wife did. Oh.
And it had question marks on it, so I got all focused. So I apologize.
That's a really bad time for a pause, because then I'm getting all awkward, like, if I just stepped in something that I did.
We're good.
I've done that before.
I know, and one would think you would learn your lesson.
No, I don't.
But instead,
no, I keep poking the bear.
Play in the awkward.
I was sitting at dinner with friends years ago, and we were all just out of college, and so we were all still young, married, and some of us had only been married for a couple years. And I had a friend of mine that was getting divorced after 6 months. And I was his best man, and this was the wedding that I told him, hey, if you want me to, I'll make all the excuses. I'll take you away from here right now, and you don't have to do this, because I knew it wasn't going to go well. Mm-hmm. And he was like, no, I'm good. We're good. And I said, okay. So we go through it. They get divorced 6 months later. So we're sitting there talking with our friends about that, our other friends, and they were laughing about something. I said, what are you laughing about? You're next. And the girl gets up and walks to the bathroom and is just gone and is sobbing. So then my wife has to leave and go see what's going on. And he looks at me and goes, dude, that was really bad timing. He's like, we are fighting through something and we might be getting divorced. I'm like, no, did I call too? And then I'm trying to make him laugh, but it was just such bad timing. And so that's what I thought. Ooh, did I just step in this with Gavin? I'm really good at it. So anyway.
Well, I wouldn't admit it.
No, I wouldn't either. I can tell you this, though. My marriage, 33 years. We've been together 37 years. We never have been at that place where we were like, boy, what are we going to do? Are we going to call it? We've never gotten to that place. But there was a point when I moved her to California, and she didn't want to move to California. Yeah. And we had just had Haley. Her mom had just been diagnosed with cancer. We had no one around. It was not good. And she'll tell you to this day, she's like, yeah, I was miserable for those 3 years. And she's like, I kind of took it out on you. And so we had good moments there too. But by and large, there was a lot of tension in that, and she was just not happy.
Sure.
You know, and I'm like, but what do you want me to do? You know, I'm the one making the living here. You kind of have to go with that. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, but it's what that life is. It's what this job is. It's kind of like being in the military. You know,
where's your patch?
Like
put it on.
Yeah, like I put my patch on over here. It's like you just look at it, even stuck.
Oh, nice.
Can I get to my story?
You like have to go.
I feel like this is going downhill.
No, we're talking marriage tension.
Yeah,
right now.
Exactly.
The only time that Haley and I have ever had to is probably when we were dating.
Yeah,
because we were doing long distance.
Did you almost break up?
5 years. It's funny because there was a FaceTime. She had gone to Europe for a summer abroad thing. Came back so changed and different. And
really?
Thought she was better than me.
And provincial.
But she, at one point, we were at a point where she literally was saying something along the lines of like, "I just don't know how we're gonna keep making this work." And then I was like, "Oh, she's gonna break up with me." Yeah. I proposed like 8 months later.
Good. I thought like 8 days later.
But she, to this day, will tell me, she's like, "I definitely wasn't saying that. I wasn't." I'm like, "You were."
Sounded like it.
I was worried.
Yeah, Marty and I broke up for a week when we were dating.
Yeah, my parents tell the story that they broke up 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
I'm like, how'd you do that?
Oh, dang.
You took him back.
I'm trying to
vice
remember.
Versa?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember why. And I don't know if it's because it was getting serious and I was like, duh, do I want to like settle down?
Oh, really?
I mean, I got so many options over here. And then maybe that's what it was. And I went, oh, wait, you have no options.
Yeah.
You better get back with this lady because she's pretty amazing. Like, you're not going to let this one go. I don't remember, but we broke up for like a week and then got back together.
Did you or did she break up?
I did.
You broke up with her?
Yeah, and I can't remember why. Thank goodness.
What was it like trying to get her?
Yeah.
Did you go get her back?
No, she called me. Like
No.
Yeah, honest, truthful.
Man.
Yeah.
She had gotten a concussion or something.
Yeah,
I forgot how bad it was.
Yeah, she was in a car accident, and she called like me and was like, "Hey, I really think we should." I'm like, all right,
it's
whatever.
funny how you remember that, but you can't remember why y'all broke up.
I can't remember that. Yeah, I remember the important stuff. She crawled back.
After you broke up with her.
Yeah, that's right. I got game.
Monster.
Woo. All right, let's get to your story, Rock. What do you got?
Yeah, let's do. Okay. Well, it's not going to get much better. We're talking about superheroes, something I still don't care about.
Go.
But I found this list of the best superhero movies of all time. I want to see if our fellow nerd Gavin will agree with these. I've got the top 3. Okay, so number 3 is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Ooh,
never saw it.
Great movie. A lot of tension. They kind of take out some of the over the top superhero-y stuff. Kind of like if you took Star Wars and took out the Jedi and all that. So that one's
is that
really
with the
good.
white guy? Because they changed Captain America.
Yes, this was the second. This is Chris Evans' second movie in the second solo Captain America. I guess.
Why is it called the Winter Soldier?
Because the Winter Soldier is basically, spoiler alert for all the non-superhero watching people, but it's the Winter Soldier is Bucky, who was
Bucky, like the
Captain,
Bucky Beaver.
I'm not afraid of anyone named Bucky.
I love Bucky
Captain
Beaver.
America's best friend.
Fairly afraid of someone named Bub.
When they were younger. And then he got captured during World War I, and then the Russians turned him into a super soldier, and they called him the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me explain that.
Like it. Thank you for explaining that.
Number 2, 2008's The Dark Knight.
Batman.
Excellent.
Which is another name for Batman.
Yeah,
right?
so they took that whole franchise and they went from something that was kind of fun-ish, like when Jack Nicholson played the Joker, and I think it was Michael Keaton was Batman, it was still more comic booky, and then they just ratcheted up the dark, and like he's the Dark Knight, and he's got a past, and his family was murdered in front of him, and now he's so sad. It was like, and it just kept getting darker. Like Christian Bale was super dark. Was he the Dark Knight? Was that Christian Bale?
Yeah, he's Batman, and then the Dark Knight had Heath Ledger, R.I.P., as the Joker.
Yeah. And he was good in that.
That was kind of your quintessential, some of like the best acting in a superhero movie.
I stopped watching him after that one. Like I was like, I'm done. Like, maybe not. Which was the one with the crazy guy that like was the guy with the glasses, and he was like a chemist guy.
Chemist guy.
Or not,
talking about this this last one?
No. It would have been like 4 ago or something. I
don't know that one. Yeah.
Finally, coming in at number 1, Superman the movie, 1978.
I've never seen that.
Man, I'm not a big Superman fan. Like Superman the new one. Have you seen that yet, Gavin?
I cannot
really?
Wait.
I will not see that. I have never liked Superman as a superhero at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because the new one got a reputation where people were like, "Oh, it's so woke, it's so woke." I had a friend of mine who is like staunch Republican and would be hair trigger on wokeness, and so am I because wokeness drives me crazy. But like I was waiting for him to say, he goes, "You know what?" He goes, "I saw it. I see where they're saying that it kind of dipped into the woke thing. But if somebody hadn't told me, oh, there's like a woke agenda," he's like, "I don't think I would have felt it like as like that." So that's good news for the movie.
Don't go into, if you're gonna see. Yeah, it sounds like you don't want to go in watching a superhero movie, not looking for an agenda.
Well, I have the reasons as to why people are calling it woke.
Oh, good. I want to know because I don't know.
The new Superman?
Yeah, go.
Oh, okay.
I want to know.
Yeah, because
Come on. Your energy drink is like
it's kicked in. It's kicked in. Let's go.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know enough. I've read. I personally, this is a toxic thing for me when it's books or movies or shows. I totally look up the endings.
Do
of
you
most
really?
Things. I
Okay.
spoil most things for myself.
Okay, that's good.
I don't have time for it these days with a kid.
All right. Well, the main problems are he's considered a symbol of immigration.
Because he's an alien.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like,
so
you
he's
can't
an
just.
immigrant because
He is.
Yeah.
He came from another planet illegally, might I add. And
there we go with the wokeness.
yeah, there it is. And he lands here. And so, yeah, I guess they were
I'd be
drawing
curious to know
parallels in
how
that.
far they dive into that.
And then finally, I guess his traditional motto is truth, justice, and the American way.
Yeah.
And in this most recent movie, they changed it to truth, justice, and a better
human-
tomorrow.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Perfect. But that, like realistically, like Superman was created as a symbol of hope by like American comic creators, but in reality, he just is in America.
Yeah,
He's
but
not,
usually he's fighting stuff here in America. He's not like doing it in Dubai. Typically it's like yes, he goes to outer space for a minute, which is weird. But then he comes back down, and it's usually American. Like we keep stripping America out of everything. There was a time.
need to.
I'm getting on a
Why do we
rant.
need to?
I got a B1 pilot in the room over
You're
here.
talking 90 miles an
I
hour,
am.
and
I
I can
think
barely
Superman
keep
needs
up
to-
with you.
And I'm going to go on a
tied to
rant here.
America.
We, somewhere along the lines, we took patriotism and they attached it to like super right-wing stuff, and they vilified being a patriot. They vilified being proud of your country. They vilified saluting the flag. They vilified standing for these things, and it's wrong. It's just wrong.
You should be out front of the theater with a poster.
I should.
In your Superman costume.
If I can wear tights, yes, I can rock those. The Lord gave me calves
Here's
that
what
are super.
I think. I think the Superman movies are getting old. Like, we've seen it. Nothing has been done that we haven't seen before. I think what they should do instead is do a movie on all the pedestrians that their lives are changed after Superman or Godzilla come
Save
through
something.
and destroy the city.
Transformers.
Oh,
Because no one shows the cleanup after that. Like, they're like, we saved you. No, you crashed my car.
Yeah.
You killed my cat. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
You
Like,
super-eyed my building and burned a hole
like
through
you've
it.
left the city a complete disaster, sir. Please go away.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that because there are people that don't like them as a superhero because of the destruction. They're communists, but still.
All that to say,
You
I'm
heard it here
excited.
first.
I'm very excited to see this movie.
Okay, well, good.
I think I've heard it's fantastic. It's making good money so far.
Yeah.
I've heard it's funny.
Yeah,
So.
it looks good. And it's got a Lex Luger character in it.
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like the little clips I saw of him playing that character, I actually kind of liked because it's kind of a weird character from the past that I've seen, and I was interested to see how he played it. But I mean, I've got A-list, so I get 3 movies a week,
Go see it.
and I still don't want to go see it.
I bet it's funny. I bet it's good.
I don't know, man.
I bet
don't
you're
know.
going to wish you had that 3 hours of your life.
No,
I know.
it's
Like
2
I felt
hours.
with Mission Impossible 76.
Fair,
It was bad.
fair. Mission Impossible was horrible. Like I
bad.
was so excited about that movie, and I was so disappointed. The funny thing is we went to see the Jurassic Park movie. Betty, in the movie, when we finished, we always kind of do a little recap. She's like, that wasn't bad. Gavin was tearing it apart. But now they're both like watching people's comments, and you realize how bad that movie was
It had
from
so many holes in it.
Yeah, from a
It was
movie
really-
standpoint.
And I'm
Yeah,
personally
dumb.
like I am.
But I didn't hate it.
I'm
No,
pro.
it's entertaining.
I'm pro not finding bad things. Like go into a movie, enjoy
Right.
it. It's supposed to be an escape from reality. This one just had enough stuff that felt way too silly
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got birthdays for us today?
Yes, I do. I have
What do you
two.
Let's end on
Cheryl,
a positive
she wants
note.
to wish her granddaughter Kylie a happy birthday. She's 11 years old. So happy birthday, Kylie.
And remember what I said about America, Kylie. Be proud of it.
Alrighty. And then Meg wants to wish her mom a happy birthday. She said, Mom is one of my best friends. Aw. She is very good at gardening and is a great listener.
Nice.
Precious. Her question is, what is your favorite summer drink?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't really have a summer drink. I drink the same thing all the time. Like Coke is my
He has started
Coke
a new
and
energy
coffee
drink, if
and
you haven't noticed.
Alani. Yeah, these things work really good.
I love it.
Gavin got me on this. Betty
What's funny,
crafted
too,
my
is
coffee
he'll
drink.
sit there and he'll be like, I don't feel the effects
I
of it. I don't
don't.
know. I don't think it's really working. I don't really know. Hey, look at this. Whoa, look at there.
America.
It feels really
Yeah,
great.
America.
And it's weird, like, don't you start being a villain, Gavin. America's
That's a great point.
I love
That's
this
a great
country.
point, Gavin.
Yeah, so I don't have one that's specific to the time. Like, I love my coffee from Dunkin'. It is funny because you crafted that drink for me, Betty Lou.
Unfortunately.
Blame yourself. Gavin, you crafted the Alani's.
Thank
Blame
myself.
yourself. Yeah, you guys, this is on you. I am a product of your guys' bad decision making.
We made him.
How's
Yeah,
it
you
always,
made me.
How's it always someone else's fault?
Because I'm a narcissist. It's always someone
Exactly.
else's fault.
I would say my favorite summer drink would be, well, sweet tea all
Always.
year. Doesn't even matter. But after that, it would be those, well, we call them throat burners.
What?
But you know those popsicles that you
Oh.
freeze and they're like, you got to
Yeah.
cut the top off.
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
Throat burners?
That's
I've never
I
heard
don't know.
that.
That's what we call them.
Yeah.
Throat burners.
Did you
I like
ever
the
have-
grape and the orange.
Do you like Arnold Palmer's, which are what, lemonade and tea?
Those are yummy.
That's all right.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
You can't beat sweet tea.
I don't like tea at all. There's not a single tea
Oh,
I've
that's 'cause
ever
you're a
tasted
narcissist.
that I like. That's not why.
I don't know. I'm just going to use that
yeah,
for everything.
yeah.
Yes, because you're a narcissist.
Yeah. Gavin.
I go with lemonade. I actually, when summer hits,
Pink
I
lemonade?
do. Sure. Tastes
I
the
like
same.
raspberry lemonade. It's
Yeah,
good.
any variation. If a restaurant like Panera, like Wendy's, does good lemonades,
Yeah.
I'm all in on lemonade during the summer.
Panera had that lemonade with caffeine in it that was killing people.
I
Remember
heard
that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I wanted
take
to
that
have you
now.
try it. Yeah, I wanted to have you try it. But then I'm
I
like,
want you to
he's
try
a new
it.
dad, just in case something goes wrong,
about
I'll feel
you?
guilty. I'm still running the show. Like, I'm still needed here.
He can't
He's
flirt with
needed
too much
on
caffeine.
this earth.
Yeah.
Gavin is not.
Yeah,
Got
I'm
it.
still needed here. I got to be the wind beneath Bub's wings while he's up there protecting the world. So that's what I got to do.
Oh
So-
my
Good
gosh.
correlation.
All right, that's a good callback too, and that's going to have to do it for our Aftercast. And as always, thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.